Surely you have received a paper cut at least once in your life. Well, today we'll make a real saw out of paper and see what we can cut. To begin with, we need to cut out squares with a side of 15 centimeters and 3 on ordinary sheets of paper. Then, with the help of ordinary stationary glue, we will fasten these squares together so there are no blisters left. And the surfaces are completely covered with glue. And of course, we'll press them down tightly with an improvised press. Now we need a compass on which we have previously attached a sharp blade. The radius of our future circle will be 6.3 centimeters. Stick that needle in the center of the square, make a tight stop, and start moving the compass. The paper lends itself easily and we get a perfectly smooth circle, but that's not all. With the help of a grinder disc, we'll mark a hole in the center, and then again with the help of a compass, we'll cut a small circle from there. Our paper disc is ready. The only thing left is to play it on a grinder and secure it in order to avoid traumatic situations. Turn on the grinder. Great! Our paper saw is working and is ready for testing. Let's start with something simple. Cardboard is essentially the same paper. Let's see if our saw can handle it. Oh, yes! Paper saws cardboard without any difficulty. Just look at what an even cut it leaves behind. It seems that this test was passed perfectly. Now, let's take a pencil. In a matter of seconds, the paper saw will deal with it too. What about plastic? Plastic cover lends itself easily to our saw, but what if plastic was denser? Let's see what happens to the plastic pipe. The process is much slower, but we can clearly see the result. The paper, although with some difficulty and manipulations with the precision, copes with the plastic pipe, retaining a fairly smooth cut and a little plastic dust. It seems that nothing will stop it. The plastic panel turns out to be much simpler test, and our saw deals within a matter of seconds. Here's such an undulating slice we got. The stakes are higher now. We have a wooden piece. Here, you already have to put a lot more time and effort, but the progress is noticeable. The paper enters the stick and continues to cut it. It's incredible. Even a slight deformation of this does not stop our paper saw. We're almost there. And yes! The wooden stick is sawn without any problems. Pay attention to the burnt trace. And we have a ball of rubber bands next. Let's see how our paper saw will cope with it. Almost immediately, the rubber bands begin to burst under pressure. It seems this test will also be simple, and we cut this ball without any problems. Oh! The inertia from the rubber bands threw the ball away from our saw. But in general, the test passed with flying colors. We cut the ball of rubber bands without any problems. Now, let's see what happens to the coconut after a collision with our paper saw. Sawing a coconut is not an easy task for a conventional saw. It is important to smoothly move along the entire radius of the coconut, so as not to make a hole through which the contents will pour out entirely than we would like. We continue to move smoothly around the perimeter of the coconut, and it seems to be very easy for the saw. The disc starts to shake a little even when we're already close to completion, but we will still connect the ends of the cut to each other. Put down the saw and easily open the coconut with the knife. Yes! We did it! Even the coconut couldn't resist our paper saw. It's incredible! With a stationary knife, we will cut out this form exactly along the lines. It seems to be quite smooth. Now we need a lighter. With this help, it will not only scorch the sharp edges of the plastic but also give it the shape we need. Under the influence of heat, plastic becomes very soft and malleable, and it cools down almost instantly. Our spoon is ready. With this help, for example, you can pour out tea leaves. Again, using a marker, we will outline this form. We cut off everything superfluous from the bottle, trying not to damage the integrity of the plastic loop. Now, we will push the base of the bottle into its loop as tightly as possible. Here's such a homemade mug we have turned out. The handle can easily withstand the weight of water. This time, we will need 2 bottles of 1/2 liter and 1.5 liters. Attaching them to each other will make notes with an additional margin of 3 to 5 centimeters. Let's share a big bottle. And now we will insert all the parts of our design into each other as follows. Now we will prick a steel needle with the lighter and make 2 through holes in the structures. We insert wooden sticks into the half holes. Thus, we get homemade juicer. Let's check out half an orange. That's how much juice we managed to squeeze out. Let's try it. Very good. Let's take a 2-liter bottle and a water filter. We cut the neck off the bottle together with the cork and sand them to smoothness. Divide the bottle with the knife exactly in half. We will place a filter in the upper part and use it to mark the place of the future cut. Cut off the remnants of the neck along the line and push the filter into it. Let's combine the design and outline the place where the neck with the stopper will be attached. We'll make a hole and attach them with the glue gun. Pour water inside the structure and watch how the filter does its job. Filter water is ready to use. Pour it into our plastic mug. Let's take another 2-liter bottle and remove everything superfluous with a light movement. Combine the top with the bottom like this. Now, we will need 2 corks from ordinary bottles and 1 from a 5-liter bottle. We will mark the place for the holes on them and cut them out. Let's use a glue gun and attach the necks with lids to these holes. As a result, we get such a convenient homemade cup in the bathroom for 3 toothbrushes and toothpaste. Let's take 2 plastic bottles and cut off their lower parts. Then, using a glue gun, we attach a zipper lock to one of the bottoms. Remove half of the lock and attach it to the second bottom. Now we can put things inside of them, fasten them locks, we fasten and cut off the excess. As you can see, we have a container with the convenient fasteners in which you can store various little things. And if you pull off the same trick with the whole bottle, then you will get a convenient place to store tubes. Everything is simple, reliable, and most importantly, with your own hands. We will cut off the middle of 2 plastic bottles, then straighten it with scissors. Using a ruler, we will outline the shape we need and cut off the excess. Now you can start giving the plastic shape of a cube, smoothing it with scissors. Now let's bend it a little with our hands so that the edges do not bend outward. In total, we will need 2 such cubes. Insert them into each other so that the wall of one coincides with the whole other half. We put a gift inside them, push them into each other, and let's add a ribbon, and our unusual transparent gift packet is ready. Now we need a 5-liter bottle. Using scissors, we will cut off its upper part. Then we will melt a small hole in the center of the cork, remove it, and bring an incision to the hole. Cover top of the bottle with red spray paint and the cork with black paint. We glue the edges And with black consultant tape, press it well so that everything looks as neat as possible. Now, we will pull the lampshade wire through the lid and screw it into the former bottle. We screw the light bulb into the ceiling and everything is ready. It remains only to hang it. That's such a nice lamp we got. Let's take a 5-liter bottle and make a marking along the oval of the face. According to this markup, we will make a large cutout. Let's take insulating tape and glue the entire perimeter of the hole with it. It is important that the tape fits snugly to the bottle, so we make incisions on the corners. Now we need a sealer. We also glue the entire perimeter of the hole with it, and then cut out the excess. Ready? We make several small holes in the cork. Moisten the folded bandage in vinegar. We put it in the cork and cover it with the damp cloth, then tightly screw the cork into the bottle. We put on a mask and on top of our design. It fits very tightly to the head and it sits comfortably. Our homemade gas mask from a plastic bottle is ready. Now we need a baby saw. We would cut off its lower part and attach it in a bottle with the cut bottom. In a bowl, mix the shampoo with water, and then moisten the sock in its liquid. It remains only to blow into the neck of the bottle and you will get a huge amount of foam. Here's such an unusual toy with soap bubbles we got. Children will definitely like it.